General Sir Peter Edgar de la Cour de la Billière, KCB, KBE, DSO, MC and AMP. Is a former British Army officer who was Director SAS during the Iranian Embassy siege and Commander-in-Chief of the British forces. In the Gulf War, he is often known by the acronym DLB. Early years. Peter de la Billière was born in Plymouth, Devon, the son of Surgeon Lieutenant Commander Dennis de la Billière and his wife Kitty Lawley. On the 22nd of May 1941, his father was killed when his ship HMS Fiji was sunk by German bombers in an attack southwest of Crete. He was educated at Wellesley House School, in the coastal town of Broadstairs in Kent, and Harrow School at Harrow on the Hill in northwest London. Peter de la Billière is mentioned as pupil of Acquis of St. Peter's, Broadstairs, Kent, sent to Crediton, Devon in Our Land at War by Duff Hart Davis. The book states, during the night of the 23rd of January 1945 the building caught fire and pupils and staff alike, trapped on balconies, were forced to abseil down makeshift ropes. Military career. He originally enlisted as a private in the King's Shropshire Light Infantry in 1952. He was later commissioned as a second lieutenant into the Durham Light Infantry. During his early career as an officer he served in Japan, Korea and Egypt with the 1st Battalion, Special Air Service. In 1956, he attended and passed selection for the Special Air Service. During his first SAS tour, he served in Malaya during the Malayan emergency in Oman, where he was mentioned in dispatches and won the Military Cross in 1959 for leading a troop in the assault on Jebel Akhdar. After his initial tour with 22 SAS, he returned to the Durham Light Infantry to run recruit training, before taking up the post of adjutant of 21 SAS, the London-based Territorial Army SAS Regiment. In 1962, he was attached to the Federal Army in Aden. In 1964, he failed Staff College but was appointed officer commanding a Squadron 22 SAS. From 1964 to 1966, a Squadron 22 SAS was deployed to Borneo where he was second in command of the regiment for the Indonesia-Malaysia confrontation. For his actions during this period he was awarded a bat to the Military Cross. After this tour, he re-attended Staff College, and, this time, passed. After Staff College he was posted as G2 Special Forces at Strategic Command. He then served a tour as second-in-command of 22 SAS, of which he was commanding officer from 1972 to 1974. For service in Oman, he was awarded the Distinguished Service Order in 1976 for his actions in the battles at Musandam and Dhofar. He then served from 1977 in a number of administrative posts, assuming command of the British Army training team in Sudan before returning to the regiment as Director SAS in 1979. For the next 4 years he commanded SAS Group with overall responsibility for military command. It was during this period that the SAS shot to public fame as a consequence of the storming of the Iranian Embassy in 1980. He was also responsible during the Falklands War for planning Operation Mikado. In 1982, he was appointed a Commander of the Order of the British Empire, Regular Service Commands. After the SAS he was appointed Military Commissioner and Commander of British Forces in the Falkland Islands from 1984 and General Officer, commanding Wales District from 1985. He was succeeded by Brigadier Morgan Llewellyn on 1 December 1987. In 1987 he was appointed Knight Commander of the Order of the Bath. He was General Officer commanding Southeast District from 1988. Despite being due for retirement, he was appointed on 6 October 1990 as Commander-in-Chief of British forces in the Gulf War, in effect the second-in-command of the multinational military coalition headed by U.S. General Norman Schwarzkopf, Jr. His past experience of fighting in the area, knowledge of the people and possession of some fluency in Arabic overrode concerns about his age. In this role he was largely responsible for persuading Schwarzkopf to allow the use of SAS and other special forces in significant roles in that conflict. The British Army contingent expanded 14,000 from early in November 1990 to more than 45,000 through to completion of the engagement and cessation of hostilities in February 1991. In 1991, he was appointed Knight Commander of the Order of the British Empire. By the end of his career, he had risen to the rank of a general, and became a special advisor to the Ministry of the Defense on Middle East military matters. In order to allow him to receive the pension benefits of full general, he was given the newly created sinecurist post of Middle East advisor to the Secretary of State for Defense. He retired in June 1992. Later life. In August 1991, he received Canada's Meritorious Service Cross. In 1993, he received Saudi Arabia's Order of King Abdulaziz II class and was made a Commander of the United States' Legion of Merit. He has written or co-authored 18 books, including an autobiography, a personal account of the Gulf War and a number of works about the SAS. He is currently a patron of the UK-based international development charity, Farm Africa, having served on the board since 1992 and as chairman from 1998 to 2001. Honours and awards.